Now, let's move on to the next change, which is the SEP IRA. All right, with the SEP contributions, the limit is up to $70,000 or 25% of your compensation, whichever is lower. So SEP are mainly for self-employed individuals. And it's a way for a self-employed individual to have a higher contribution limit than a normal IRA. But you got to follow those rules. I mean, the only change there is, hey, it went from, I think, 69
and
to 70.
Where are we at on the implementation of the Roth portion of the SEP?
With Simple IRA and SEP, with Secure Act 2.0, they say, hey, now you can have the Roth portion in your SEP. But it's up to the custodian of that SEP to implement.
Right.
Some of these have not caught up yet.
Yeah.
So you got to check with your custodian on that. But the thing about the SEP, there is no catch-up provision on that. Which leads me into the next one, Simple IRA. Simple IRA, again.
Simple IRA. It
used to be Simple Trad IRA. Now they also offer the Roth, but it's up to the custodian to administer it. But you've got $16,500 is your contribution limit to the Simple IRA. There is a catch-up provision on that, which remains the same at $3,500. The Simple IRA has the super catch-up provision as well. Super catch-up at age 60 to 63, which is, what is that number?
It's not catch-up, it's Heinz. That's the marketing.
Or craft. You're very craft.
No, so when marketers can get you to use a colloquial term in place of the actual noun, they win. So instead of ketchup or catsup, as it was called in the 50s, when you were probably in your teens, it became ketchup, and then they marketed it as it's not there's only one ketchup. It's Heinz. Heinz. So Heinz became synonymous with ketchup.
Just like Clorox.
Instead of being at the dinner table and saying pass the ketchup, you say pass the Heinz. And that's the brilliance of the marketing. Love it.
All right, so with the Heinz,
what does that have to do with finance?
The Heinz on the
the ketchup.
The Heinz, let's call it that.
The Heinz provision.
The Heinz. We should get them to sponsor the show. So the Heinz provision, as you say, the catch-up provision on the Simple IRA, again, super catch-up 60 to 63 is $5,250. What about the solo 401k?
I just put one of those in place yesterday.
I like the solo 401k.
What do you want to know about it?
Why would you have a solo 401k or a SEP IRA?
A SEP IRA.
And if you're self-employed, maybe it's just you and maybe a partner or your spouse running a business. Why would you do a SEP if you could do the solo 401k?
First is employees. Second is a matter of how much income are you showing, because with the 401, you could have less income and defer more in a 401k because there's no 25% rule, straight 25% rule. You can defer up to 100% of income with up to your 23 or 23.5 for a husband and a wife
in the solo
without the income tax. So you're entitled to do the employee deferrals, which could be 100. So if you're only showing $23,000 in income, you can defer all $23,000 in income. You cannot do that in a SEP.
You only can do 25% of that.
Correct. They both have the same aggregate limit. So if you're a high income earner, then it doesn't matter, but then you pick up the ability for your spouse to do in tax shelter money in the solo 401k as well. You can't do that in a SEP because only the owner is entitled to a SEP. You can't have a husband and a wife in a SEP. And then the third piece would be I would say the availability of the Roth portion in the solo 401k. Those have been around longer, and the SEP IRAs, although they are being adopted, they're not as prevalent. And that will change as other, like you said earlier, other custodians will pick that feature up. But up until this point, the plans that we've been working with, the solo 401k plans currently do offer the Roth portion.
It's easier to construct versus trying to find a custodian that's got a handle on it in the SEPs, because some custodians that do SEP, we're not up to speed. Not this year. If you like what you're seeing so far, check out this next video. Subscribe to the channel. Lord willing, we'll see you next time.